thank you for being with us, Michael Redondo.
Absolutely, thank you for having me.
You're a Democratic candidate for County Council, and you serve currently on the Los Alamos County Planning and Zoning as Vice Chair.
I do. I also serve on the Board of Directors of the Los Alamos Historical Society.
Now, what made you decide that you wanted to run for County Council?
Well, so I ran 2 years ago, mainly because I was asked to. I had several people who asked me to run, and I felt honored enough to do so. And after my unsuccessful attempt, I had many more people ask me to run again. It was up in the 50 or 60 people came up to me and encouraged me to run again. And so I felt that was something that I really should do. I want to serve my community, and having that many people tell me that they thought I would do a good job serving my community as a counselor was really what encouraged me to put my name in the hat, or my hat in the, I can't say that right, sorry. Put my hat in my name in the hat in order to go.
And I think, Michael, that what I've heard as to why a lot of people have asked you to run is they feel you would bring a fresh perspective because of your background in urban planning and so forth. Maybe you could talk a little bit.
Yeah, so I have a master's degree in community and regional planning from UNM, and it's that's, I think, part of it. I grew up here in town. So I know what it's like to go through our school system. I know what it's like to be a child here. I know what it's like to be a young adult here. And it's important to have different perspectives on the council. We talk a lot about our retaining young people, looking at the postdocs and retaining them at the lab. And I think it's important to have the perspective of a young person in this town to be able to look for ways to actually do that. And so I think that was one of the things that people really, one of the reasons people encouraged me to do that, because I bring a different perspective, and it's important to have a variety of perspectives on council.
And can we just touch on your long hair and beard?
Absolutely. So I work as an extra in the movie industry on occasion. So I've left the beard and the hair long because I get more work that way. There are a lot of westerns that are filmed in the state, and the casting directors love long-haired, bearded people who don't have tattoos. Because it costs extra money to put on fake beards, and it costs extra money to hide tattoos because they didn't have tattoos in the old West. So I'm cheaper for them if they hire me rather than someone who doesn't look like this. I get a lot of work because I look like this, but I show up reliably. And so that's, a lot of people who look like this aren't necessarily as reliable when you call them at a short notice and ask them to show up at 6 a.m. the next day for work. So it gets me work.
Well, so you're a unique candidate in that my understanding is that you just on general principles did not want to spend money to run.
Yeah, so I took $50 in $1 contributions from 50 contributors to pay the $50 filing fee to get on the ballot. And I took approximately, I think it's about $35 worth of in-kind contributions, so materials to make signs. I also had materials left over from 2 years ago, which were also in-kind contributions, to pay, because I don't like the influence of money in politics. And I feel that at this local level, money isn't something that's necessary to win an election. It's at this level that our community is small enough that I think that the election should be about people's ideas and what they stand for, and not how much money they spend on big flashy signs. And so that's one of the reasons that I just didn't feel like it was necessary, and I really didn't. I didn't want to take money because it feels like you're buying favor from the politician once they've won, and that's I think. I'm doing that as a statement because I really think we need, especially at the national level, the amount of money that's in political campaigns is, in my opinion, obscene. I want to show that at the very least at the local level.
Everybody's a wise guy. Look at this. You're lucky it's a digital camera.
Thank you for
burning her money.
and talking with us this evening, and we wish you the very best of luck. And I understand that the polls have closed.
Yes.
And so hopefully we'll start to see some results pretty soon.
Yeah, it looks like we might be seeing some results in the next 20 or 30 minutes or so. Well, thank you so much for having me.
Thank you.